Hello guys, SHAREfactory here. I started another flat world because Joey fucking demanded. On my color switch video, he says I should have done a tutorial. With common sense, I showed you guys the back in the video, and you can piece that shit together. But Joey's mental, and wants a full-fledged tutorial so we can copy my vids on his fucking mic, so we can copy my builds on Minecraft Mobile. I'm not trying to start no beef, I'm just saying he's gonna do it. I know you're watching, Joey, because you want this fucking tutorial so badly. So I'm gonna show you this shit so you can copy it. So this is the front. This is or you can make this as long as you want. For all out looks right here. You can make this as long and as big as you want. Pause. So you this is basically the frame. Let me make this a block higher, just for keepsake. I suggest you. I know people do tutorials by just constantly building and listening to the person says, but I can stumble, stutter, and I don't really give good explanations in words that well, but I'm better at just, you know, explaining it as I'm doing it, because you can just watch. So, I suggest you watch the video, instead of listening to part of it, where I explain how it works, and, then you just copy it from there. I'll hold back how to use it and how it works everything till the end, just so I can get the watch time, because I'm fucking desperate. So this is where the back starts. We're gonna do. Now I'm gonna just do, I'm gonna tell you guys this. In all your redstone builds, make sure you have a decent couple rows behind it, even if it's extra space or too much to build. You go tweaking around, removing things that you think you don't need after it's done. Alright, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4. So I usually make like 5 rows of space. So we'll start out with this over here. Now we're gonna need some redstone items. We're gonna need one of these. We're definitely gonna need that. Now, and then we're going to need an item frame, and after this, it's any block of your choice. You can copy which one I'm doing, or you can make it any block of your choice. But to make this is the most essential part in my design. In my design, this will not work at all if you don't do this correctly. So I'm gonna just, you know, be a little fucktard and extend how I talk like this, just for a little bit more. Alright. You get where I'm going here. I need the watch time. Just remember, hit the like, sub, all of that dumb shit. So after you do this, you're guessing where I put the item frame. Actually, I'll explain this a little bit easier. So you do this, it channels through that. I don't know why, but when you put something here, you could even use a chest and put something inside the chest to make that easier. Nothing happens. But then you put an item frame there and it triggers. Now if you're going to turn this on and off, of course you're not going to be doing that or doing some set blocking shit to do that stuff. You're going to do this. Alright, this will make the redstone loop. But before, I'm gonna just hold off on the looping. It doesn't sound like anything, but trust me, when the sticky pistons and all that shit is here, it's definitely gonna sound like fuck. Alright, now I'm gonna just grab my cobblestone back out. I don't know why, but I just like using the cobblestone. I'm going to add an extra 2 rows on this side for any of the extra stuff we're gonna need back here, because later on there's gonna be tweaking. I shouldn't have to explain this to you, just watch the jam tutorial, okay? Now, the way this is entirely dependent, so you have to refill this, because if you don't, it's over. It's entirely dependent on each other. We're gonna need the regular piston to push it, but you know, if you just push one block, make it a sticky one, it's gonna pull it back. That's why it's entirely dependent on other. I'll show you when we get there, but it's entirely dependent on the source. When it comes down here, pushes it up over and over and over. It's entirely dependent on each other. The source is dependent on the source to just keep this thing moving. That's going to be our waste pile. Alright, okay. So in the build, when I show you guys the back, when I was making this in my brother's world, I struggled, like fucking struggled. On God, I struggled a lot. Okay. Now this took a lot of work and tweaking just for this to even work correctly. I just tweaked with the repeaters. I don't know what I did with them, but you know, they just started working one day. Like, they just started working. Alright. I don't know what caused this to happen. You see, now it's going to start looping, but it loops a lot slower. I don't know. I know it slows that down. I don't know why this fixed my problem, but then we drag this over here. Now, as you see, since these are so tightly packed together, you can just destroy this entire row. Since they're so tightly packed together, because I'm rough skimming this off my brain. I just looked at the video for a minute and then started rough skimming this off my brain. Since these are tightly close packed together, it signals the piston and they can loop fine. Now after this one, we have to make a knob. Make sure to use a redstone repeater. There's no specifics for this one. You can just have it on any one you want. But since there's going to be a switch here, there's a little, you have to make it backwards. I'm sorry about that one. So, alright. I'm just going to put that right there. Put a redstone repeater right here. Boom, boom, boom. And now we're going to need a lever. And as you see, it stops it completely. Now, when coming with this, since the switch is down, you know, since I'm building this off my head, I'll add extensions later and stuff. But for the sake of looks and beauty, for God's sake, I stretch this. I'm going to start stretching this in all my builds. If you're going to build redstone, and it's just a machine for your enjoyment, make it look beautiful. Patch its edges up, alright? Okay, so then you put one there. I just put that there because I put that there. You don't really need it for the outer looks, but meh, who cares? I'm gonna just put it there because I can. Now, make it so after that, I'm gonna figure this out in a sec. No, I'm gonna just do this right now. I forgot what I did that seals this off. You know, to make it look fancy. It just blocks the edges off. I completely forgot what I fucking did. So, I'm fucking being narcoleptic and retarded right now, because I completely forgot what I did that seals this off and makes it look beautiful, alright? Oh yeah, I'm retarded. Not that one. Yeah, at this point, just watch the video so you get what I'm doing here. Sealed off and make it beautiful. You do that. Just try and blocking off this part, all of that. And then after after that, patch up the sides, make it look beautiful. You can scale this up to any size you need, really. You can just scale it up and make it as big as you want. Now, people are going to be asking, why don't you put 2 here? Like if someone watches this, not the video, but someone comes into your world and they're asking for the secret, how come you didn't do these 2? Don't fucking tell them, alright? They don't need to know about that. So yeah. I'm gonna see if I can patch this up and make it look like a beauty. Okay, so if they ask, which you force them to not to, you have to cut them off, alright? Do things to them. Do what you have to do. And after that, place 1, 2. So, at this point, it should look a bit symmetrical. Which this just doesn't sit right with me, so I'm going to put another one right here and see how it looks after that. And if it's still ugly, deal with it. You can use any block as like the exterior for beauty purposes. Okay, this doesn't sit right. 1, 2, 3. Wait, so 1, 2, 3. Go over here. 1, 2, 3. I'm doing that on purpose. I don't know why, but I just like doing that. So, for this exterior, everything except the pistons and the floor for the back, you can use anything you want, really. And then we're going to make a tube to capture this. Now, you can use any color of dye you want, but I personally like this set right here. And you can almost make, like, I'll show you the variations between the tube structure. You can use any block as the tube, and you can use any powder. It just has to be it just has to be able to fall. So you can make a 2-side tube like this. Alright, you can do that. You can do that. And, or you could do 3 sides like this. You can even put some over here too. You can use any block in this. There's a vast variety. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. After the first block, it's not really necessary. The tube isn't really necessary. I just like this. 7, 8, 9. So then you can just put all of this in here. Instead of having to stack all the way from the bottom and jump up and down, you can just put that there. And just because, I think I'll squeeze one more repeater in here. I don't know. Even if it's a faint energy, and it's still energy going through it, this part's looking kind of dead. Oh, it was dead. There wasn't enough energy to go around. So when it goes, so it's faint, but it's still pumping. Yep, the redstone's faint, but it's still pumping. So then you put this back in here. Alright, so the Minecraft background music went off. Alright, and now it's back. Thank Minecraft, because I'm too lazy to put music in this. Alright, now you're wondering about the title of my last video, getting a new outro because of copyright. Well, because of fucking copyright, I put in Bluebird by Amelie in the first video. It had no copyrights. Then I forgot to put it in the rest of my video. And I was too lazy to put it in the rest of my video because I thought if I did it once, I'd be okay. One of the videos where I didn't put it in, I didn't put the thing in the description, it was fine. Then the other ones where I forgot to, it wasn't fine at all. Alright? So after that I started putting it in. I put it in a couple videos, but then I got too lazy and said I'll do the rest tomorrow. Waited a bit, and then I waited a while, came back the next day, they were still copyrighted. So I have to get a new outro. So that's very sad. Well, I guess it's kind of sad, but I kind of like my new outro better. The music, as I would say, for the outro, it's a short outro with a little template which says nope, which is not copyrighted, and I haven't edited because in the original outro I put it in the thing, and then as you see it changed because I edited I edited some music in. And as you see, I like the shorter one, and I do like Bluebird. I love the intro. It's my favorite Naruto intro. It's just that I don't think I should get like the bassist have such a hype song just so I could end the video. I don't think you should be hyped up to stop watching. You should be hyped up to keep watching. And I'm too lazy to make a damn intro, but I think a good sufficing intro. I'm too lazy to do all 3D shit. I see others don't have it either. I think a good intro that will suffice is just a good one to suffice is just to talk and then slide it to the next clip. Now you keep stacking these up because it needs constant fucking refilling. I'm making sure I have a lot so I can fill the demonstration and at least last 10 damn seconds, but you know, other than that, I should probably do something about that, but whatever. As you see, when it first starts up, it needs it takes a second because it has to push it in, switch it over, it pushes it in, pushes another block in place, forcing this block to move, forcing the next block to move, and it's chain reaction. But it won't happen immediately because of how these blocks work. It depends on each other, okay? And I just realized some of the blocks are being shattered in the fall. We're just gonna ignore that, alright? We're gonna completely ignore it. Now, let's put something in the action. I'm gonna just put the same block. I'm gonna get sand just as a demonstration. If you're going to be testing these and you don't want to waste time switching the color over and over, use sand as a test block. Sand or gravel. I prefer gravel. You can also use red sand if you just don't want to keep switching this. I prefer gravel as a tester. Now, in my color switcher video, this design, I hope it looks more refined and less of a mess. Because in the color switcher video, I went right off my head. But, oh, fuck. You see what I mean, like that? And it's not connected, so the circuit breaks. Do not break a block or you break the entire damn circuit, okay? Like blocks that have redstone on them, or I repeat, this is supposed to be a more refined version. Because in the color switcher I went right off my head, and in the Nintendo Switch one, which I never recorded, I just made it off my head. So I was thinking about it. That one was a lot more refined. Now you could just have this in since there's nothing that goes here, but for purposes, I don't want to have a gap, okay? So I like that. And I just took a bad part. Alright. A bad one. Now, I hope this version looks a lot more refined. If you want to compact it even more, you can just put less blocks in here. You can shorten it even although if you really want to make one small. I'll show you guys different versions maybe later. But you can just make a small one if you have one block and then force it off the edge into the pit of doom, which is over here. You can just keep making this as small as possible. I'll maybe do a video where I showcase it and it's only one block small. Of course, it will take a lot longer to lose all the blocks, which is a good thing. It wastes less blocks. Well, it can waste the same amount, just slower. And you can shorten it down all the way to 1 and just keep going smaller and smaller and smaller, and then bigger and bigger and bigger. I hope this design to me seems a lot more refined, as I already said. You know, so if it's more refined, it's a lot more cleaner. Okay, the design is clean. It's nice. fresh, and the official design, at least to me. I don't know if there's anyone out here who's done this, because it's for shit and giggles, and it doesn't even have a function like the redstone doors, or a purpose. And you just need to find an exit pit. So you could either use lava too. Now, if you have the resources, like you have a lot of like everything on your hands, I guess it's somewhat survival friendly. The stone, the redstone, and the iron part, and all that, it's somewhat redstone friendly. I mean, survival friendly. Most of it isn't, for the parts where you need lots of glass and the pistons. And if you F it up and you don't know how to get more stuff, I guess it's not as survival friendly, especially since you need constant refilling. And who wants to use gravel just keep switching? What's the point of switching gravel if it's not a test block? Alright. Because it's hard to tell the difference. But the death pit, I'm going to refine this. Let me show you something. I'm just going to refine the death pit to make it somewhat more survival friendly, or even possible. If you play on survival a lot and a lot and a lot, this will someday be possible to build. If it's just a one space color switcher, sure, that's super duper survival friendly, or even just a bit smaller, then of course it's survival friendly. But if you really can't find it, if you really don't have the stuff to build it, and it's that bad, then it's not survival friendly at all. Now, to make this more survival friendly, you can use lava instead of just taking out the world. Now, let me showcase you. I haven't used lava before, but I hope it's more refined. Oh, and it seems that it will not burn. It just covers it up. That's surprising. Yup, it just filled it up to the brim. So, in this case, I suggest like digging extremely far down so the block will get destroyed. But for now, if you're in creative, you'll just have to use the death pit to the bottom of the world. So when it goes down there, they do not return. Let's see where this takes us. Yeah, you see, the fall is far enough. The fall is far. I could just place a block a couple feet down here, but then I just need extra building for no reason. I should just let it fall to the bottom instead of actually building a block down there that it can fall on and die earlier. But if it hits a far enough height, it smashes down. Pros, this is pretty cool looking. Cons, it's not as friendly, and it's pretty loud. But if you're okay with this sound like me, then you're perfectly fine. Now, I'm going to cut back in a minute to when it's fully, so when I had more dye and all of this in it, so I can show you just a full clip, the full clip of what it looks like when it's not being tested. Hello guys, I'm back. I knew you guys didn't want to see me refill it. You can use any sand, I'm stuttering so hard. Any sand-like block that falls down to do this, okay? Now, the most important part of this design, as I haven't gone over this, the ticks. You think I put the ticks on here for no reason? As I said, I fumbled around the ticks forever to see which one worked, and these ticks are very important. F this up, you F everything up. There are repeaters that have no ticks on them. Keep them like that, okay? This is the only one that you can put any tick on if you like it. This one, I even tried. Actually, yep. I just use this to power it. These two, you can't change the tick on this one, because that might affect this and how those can, they're supposed to be moving at the same speeds. Don't change the tick on this one. The only one you can affect that doesn't matter is the one that connects to the lever for turning it on and off. I spent like a while refilling this all the way to the heavens, and as trademark to the original design, I made the sign again. Now, as I stated before, you can use, for this block right here, you can use a chest with something in it, or any block with an item frame, and anything inside the item frame. These blocks, like this, any sand-like block, and the all this cobblestone, and all these, the stairs, you don't need. You can use anything to make them beautiful. The cobblestone as floors, you do need a floor for this, but it can be any floor, alright? It's not something that's gonna fall down. If it is gonna fall, stack it up. You know, I use cobblestone for all of this, just like in the OG design on Switch that I never recorded, the Ultra original. So I guess this is the V3 of it. I'll probably make, but I guess it's somewhat of a V1 since I accidentally deleted the world. Well, the original world that has it on Switch, and then I accidentally deleted it on PS4 because I was just going through all my other worlds. I thought it was just the one of my random survivals, and I wanted to have one personal survival where all my stuff is on, instead of just constantly, you know, switching through different ones to make sure I know which one I am, or which one I play as mostly, and which one I have the most stuff on. At that point, I'm just ranting, but this is officially the color switcher. I'm going to turn it on and enjoy. So you could just, you know, hear what it sounds like naturally without anything in my background, from my brother Ninja Beast. Also subscribe to his channel, search up Ninja Beast. If it's a ninja holding a sword, yeah, I'll show it to you guys one video. But hit the sub on this video, like, comment, all of that shit. Try and find his channel. He has 17 subscribers. He just started posting again. So he has videos in the making right now. He's on the grind, okay? Check out his channel. He's doing Space Lords gameplay, and that game is amazing. And I'll start eventually doing this game too. Well, Space Lords at least. But as you see, since it depends on another block pushing the other one out and someone taking its place over and over and over, once no block is there to take its place, push another one out to make space for itself and do a chain reaction, it just stays the same. And of course there's the blocks in the middle, which don't really matter in the chain reaction until they're pushed, right? Now it just stays the same because without one another, the chain reaction can't go on. Let me just take any block and show you. If I put one block in there, it drastically affects it. It starts the chain reaction again. So if I put 3 in there, well, it's gonna do like that. It's gonna drastically affect this. Now, I'll refill this, do all this stuff later for my entertainment, but I'll keep this world this time so I can do like the official V2 design and not just remake the same thing but on different consoles, or because I actually deleted the other one. Alright, okay. I don't just remake the exact same thing since I accidentally deleted the other one, or because it's on a different console, as I already just said. Because I wanted to make a stone design that I can keep in memory and keep here for a while now. Now, does anyone remember my video from 1 year, Commands Aren't My Friends? When I was just a little newbie starting out. When I turned it off, it's completely silent, and I like that. That world was on my Switch, and my Switch has short conjure, so that world is gone too. But luckily, I recorded the video, and like I recorded this video and how I did the color switcher video. Sometimes, when I forgot the little pieces during this video, I was scrolling through my video, well, the other color switcher, to see how this worked. Alright, because when I first made the color switcher, all of it was from my head. When I made the V2 design, it was also in my head. Well, the V2 from PS4, it was also in my head. So now, on this one, it's a lot more cleaner and refined because I have the luxury of going back on my YouTube video. Now, on Commands Aren't My Friends, I'll be experimenting with those commands that I use because a guy joined my world on Switch and he showed me how to do all of this magic stuff. You know, commands I've never seen before that won't be recognized if you try and just do them without command blocks. he showed me a bunch of things, and thanks to that video, I still have the commands to do that. So I'll see if I can make a video about that soon. And thanks to Joey's motherfucking loving ass, I decided to make a goddamn tutorial so you can make the build in his Minecraft world. If you go to his damn channel and he says, yeah, I made this, it's pretty cool, tell him to check out my channel out, because he asked me to make a goddamn tutorial saying I've been on this world for, probably gonna go back to his I've been on this world for 1 year on Minecraft Mobile and rebuild it in there, but sadly for him, this isn't survival friendly at all. You see all this stuff in the back? So I'll give Joey, I don't think Joey has a really running chance of even copying this. I think he made a tutorial with a recommendation to copy me, so he knows how it works, so he can make it too, and flex the shit. This is the entire back, all of it, so you're looking, Joey. Come and fucking grab it. So without further ado, I am done extending the video because I keep forgetting what I say. This is SHAREfactory, and I'm out.